Hey, what's up, guys? This is T-Bone here, and I finally got to level 92. And so with that, I've now unlocked chapter 24, which I've been waiting for quite a while, because that will allow me to finally get my hands on Drakon, which will power up my monk as well as archmage. Right, so let's go ahead and play through, and let's take a look and see what we have in store for us. And we can also expect to get Harpy, right? And so if we can get Harpy here, that will get us an additional 30 tokens, which is nice. It helps. any number of tokens will help go toward getting it to 6 stars. Okay, so just give me 1 second here, and so let's go through the chapters. So we're going to go play through chapter 24. We're going to go through, and in each of the chapters levels, we're going to try and use Drakon for every single map, and unless we can't 3-star, and then we will come back and try again. So let's go ahead and start our battle. So 24-1. So I'm going to be changing my hero. I'm not going to be using my Dragon Motare, which is one that I really enjoy using. It is now a 4-star hero I can use, so that means I'll have all of the specialties. And so this is all about casters. So I want enchanters. So when enchanters are on the field, all friendly range and caster units will become immune to damage every 12 seconds. That lasts for 4 seconds. So that is really nice. And so I'm going to make sure that I have the right formation set up. So Motari is fine because that gives me all caster and all... that gives me casters. So what I can do is probably I can reduce... I could probably reduce one of these guys, right? So that's... I could probably take down those 2 cards. And then we can use Monk. And I can also use Archmage. Now both of these are awakened, so it doesn't look like... they changed their skin, right? So... Oh, but Archmage does, but Monk doesn't, because I have the special skin set for Monk. And Monk is now Enchanter. So if you have one of the 2 on, then you're going to gain immunity. And so Enchanter now, what does it do? So the specialty here is Monk they can go up to two units. So Monk's heal will heal 2 units, and the Archmage will have the Cyclone for 2 units there. All right, so how do we want to set this up? I think we want to... Gosh, that's a lot of caster units I have here, and not enough. We'll start with the Monk for now, I guess. I don't have enough tanks. So I have 5 casters. So I guess we'll start with that. So let's go ahead and play through and see how it goes. So I guess what we can do is we can swap out, or maybe I can take out the green dragon. I guess that's probably better to take out the green dragon and to use... So you can see here we have immunity to magic that lasts for 4 seconds every 12 seconds. And so you can see it basically having that sort of goldish color. Who do I want to clone? Let's go ahead and clone our... Oh, I already finished that. I was going to clone my Beholder, right? Looks like Green Dragon dealt the most damage there. So I guess I could probably take out the Beholder also. We can have multiple. We can try different things. All right, so we can get... Nice. Archmage is what I'm looking for, because I need to also try and get her to 6 stars. So let's go ahead and we're going to change this a little bit, right? So I want to put the Archmage in. I want to see this Enchanter in play. And I suppose what I could do is I could just do that. And now I could probably just swap you out. And I can add in another attacker. And the attacker that I will use this time, I'll probably go ahead and choose... I'll go ahead and use this. I'll use the Halberdier. All right, and so let's go ahead and change this. Now we can sort of see how this works. Although, another thing that I could do is I could have more casters right? I could have one more caster and then one additional tank to help me protect my casters. But let's see how this works, right? So I'm not really gaining more attack per se, so I'm gaining more heal, which is nice, right? So I can get more heal for my monk, and I could also have more of the cyclones. Honestly, I think that the heal is better than the cyclone in certain situations, like Stetwick, for example. You need to heal a lot more, and so definitely having Drakon in there is going to be very helpful. So let's see what else we can do here, right? Man, so far it's relatively easy. It's just that I'm not really up against units that are dealing a lot of spell damage. And so what I could do is I could bring back, this time I'll bring back the Ifriti Sultan. Okay. And I'm curious too what kind of storyline we're going to be dealing with, so we can take a look and see what other characters we meet. But basically, I'm just, I've been waiting to play chapter 24 for a long time, much longer than I would have liked. Who would I think what I would clone is Angel, right? Angel seems to be like just it just feels like the best choice because you can have revive. I think Angel will also revive, right? The cloned one can use all the spells of the unit it clones, so I think it's a good idea. But the problem, like I mentioned too, is that once you get to chapter 24, you're already at level 92. So the requirements for you to be at level 92. So I'm curious. The maps themselves won't be too difficult. It's going to be that one additional side quest that's going to be near impossible. Like I still haven't gone past that bone dragon from the previous chapter yet. I get close, but I might be able to do it now. I have the dragon retire, so we'll see. There's a chance that I might be able to do it, but I have to. I'll have to see. I'm not sure if Dragon Latar is necessarily going to be the best choice either. So let's see. There's the Wind Wall, and let's go ahead and clone our unit. And I think, it's nice that it has the Lightning Bolt. So Lightning Bolt is a pretty powerful spell as well. It's just like Soulmere. And I would say, actually, if you get Drakon, the way the Soulmere works now, like with its Chain Lightning being just so bad, it might actually be a better alternative. If you can level it up to 4 stars. This is the hero that actually makes sense to go 4 stars, right? But anyways, let's try and quickly go through all of the levels, and we'll go through all the side quests. So here's the story hero. So let's see. We talk about Sword of Frost here, and I think he's going to be going up against Crack Hack. Okay. All right, so we'll keep this team as is, and then we will see how we do here. I don't expect there to be any problems with the actual map itself, but let's see what let's see if there's any surprises. But generally, I'm just excited to be using Drakon. I think in the last chapter I wasn't able to use it at 4 stars. So now at 4 stars, you can see the immunity. Although with Crack Hack won't impact my backline because it doesn't really have a spell. It doesn't really rely on its spell for damage, and so I think that we want to use it against, spell heavy casters like Rashka or Soulmere or Catherine, any other units that, or if you're going PvP, then it's really nice to have that immunity because you will not get attacked, or you will not take any damage against the the Titans of Thunder, which normally what they do is they will always focus, when it's AI, they will always focus on your highest DPS caster, and so it really protects them well. Okay, do we need to change? Let's kind of change the team up a little bit. So let's go ahead and use this, and we'll put Monk in there so that we can get all our. What we can do also is we can probably kind of switch this up a little bit so we have all castle lane up top, and the bottom we can probably keep it the same. So we're keeping Monk. I think Monk I just feel like Monk works better with Drakon than Archmage does. I guess we could probably switch it out a little bit afterwards, because either one of the two will give you that that boost with, you know, with the immunity, so it's fine either way. And let's see, if I were to clone a behemoth, I wonder if it will be able to withstand attacks. I feel like Drakon would be really good for, I think it would be really good for the complex plane levels, actually, because a lot of these complex levels also depend on you having a really good backline, and I think having a strong support that makes you have more backline. Imagine using Drakon also in, I'm just thinking about this now. Imagine using Drakon in the crypt, right? I wonder if you could use the crypt and you could just like double the number of units you have. I just, crazy thoughts. Just thinking about like some possibilities of what you can do with clone spell, right? I can clone my giant. Oh my gosh, I can clone my giant. I should put my giant in there. Right, so I can clone giants. I could, do all kinds of stuff in here. So I think the next level, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the angel, and I'm going to put in more casters in there, so that I could. I'm going to probably put more casters in there. I'll put giant in there and see how things go. So cloning a giant feels OP, right? Let's see. We got a chest over here. Can I get that? I have to defeat the genie first, so we'll do that a little bit later. All right, so let's go ahead and 24.8, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in my giants here. I will put giant, I guess, here. And probably what I can do here is I can remove the angel, and I can have one more caster in here. One more caster, and let's put in the Gawk in here. Then we will have you as our defense. Okay. So we'll do that. And now I'm going to try and clone the giant. So let's try and clone the giant and see how it works. And then we can take a look at the stats. What I'm curious about is whether or not when you clone a unit, if the damage from that unit gets counted towards the actual damage of the one that you clone from, right? So here you go. I cloned a giant here. Let's see how much. We probably will not really see a lot of benefits there. I don't think I can clone it twice. If we can last long enough for me to clone it twice, that'd be kind of cool. But I think we'll probably defeat the boss there. So we'll probably defeat the level there. So you can see there's 2 units there. We'll take a quick look at the stats and see. We didn't get MVP with my giant there. It doesn't look like, yeah, it didn't count as spell damage. And so I see one giant, and I see a giant's mirror. So you see 2 different units there. And so you can see it deals pretty good damage there. So it's nice. But yeah, it's really just kind of a shame that it's just so easy to go through the maps. Like after finally waiting for it to open up, it doesn't take too long to get through. All right, we'll continue this, and I probably just change this up here. Just have a different setup each time, but I'm going to continue to use Drakon here, because besides in Duel of Champions, I'm really gonna only be able to use it at 4 stars here in the maps, right? And then once I finish the chapters, I'm not gonna be able to use it at 4 stars anymore. So let's go ahead and clone. We'll go ahead and clone the monks, I guess. It's fine. Don't really know what would be a good choice there, but we'll go ahead and quickly go through the maps. We'll quickly go through chapter 24, and then we will go back and try our luck again at the Bone Dragons. See if we can do any better. All right, see if we can make a dent there. So we're at 24-10 now. So we're 2/3 way through the map here, and let's see what the story's like. One thing I cannot understand, why does Duke Boragus want to find a Sword of Frost? So the Sword of Frost is really expensive to get. You gotta collect all 6. I have just one of the components. I think I have No, I have one of the components there, so it's gonna take a while for me to get there. The battle for the crown, which is held in Krula every 30 years, is about to begin. This is a chance for all claimants to challenge the sovereignty of Krula legitimately. I think Duke Baragas wants to use the sword. I missed that part. A hero rises in Krula. His name's Kilgore. He killed his own father in a duel. I think Kilgore must be a powerful warrior indeed. Kilgore. So when Kilgore first came out, it was super OP, right? Like, it was just dominating everything. And now I see a resurgence of Kilgore again in the Kingdom Championships, because the Krulad arena has requires you to use the Stronghold faction, and man, Kilgore is really, really strong when you have to go Stronghold versus Stronghold. There's really no beating Kilgore there. Although when it's Stronghold versus something like I think Necro, I feel like Necro with Sandro does better, right? Sandro is really hard to beat with Kilgore, I think. All right, just five more sub chapters, and we are gonna be able to get our Drakon. And then we can go through all of the side quests afterwards. All right, so what do I want to change this up to? I think maybe what I could do is go with... Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll go with you. I could probably bring in less... Put some dungeon units in there. And really, I think Drakon will also work well with tower units in general. And so I could probably put more tower. I could probably go with tower next, and let's see how we do with the tower units. Right now I'm just kind of playing around, trying different things. Let's see. I want to try and see what will happen if I were to clone my... Harpy. Okay, so I get extra chargers in there. It might be a little bit more efficient in taking out the backline. I like Harpies. So Harpies deal more damage against non-flying units. And so when it gets to the back, there's not a ton of backline units that are air. And so you generally can deal pretty good damage against them. All right. Yeah, and you can see here we got Harpy dealing the most damage there. Nice. I think next I'm going to go ahead and switch it up to use tower units. So let's go ahead and battle, and we will switch it out for tower. And so we'll switch here, and I guess I don't really need this. Just do that. And then formation wise, let's change this to use tower. So it's very important to make sure that you have the right formation, right rosters set up. It is something I always forget. Hey, Kemper88, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining me here. Doing well, just playing through chapter 24, and then going to try my hand at the Bone Dragon once again, see how I do there. I haven't done it in a while, and hopefully we can make some good progress, and maybe go through some complex planes as well. So and I was in the Battle of Gods today. Unfortunately, didn't do very well as usual. I did have one win though, so that was nice. Getting ready for the Kingdom Championship tomorrow. I did make my servers Battle of Gods. I was, I think, 27, 26, something like that. But generally, I don't make it to the top 8. Our top 8 is really quite strong, and so I don't have a lot of high hopes yet. I'm working my way up there. What's nice is I can get I think when you make it, you get additional currency, so you can use it to buy some. You can buy some additional things. Like for me, I'm getting the caster crystals. The caster stones, so I can evolve my artifacts a little bit more, because right now my artifacts are at the point where I need a ton of them in order to evolve. So it's a good way to get additional ones. I think I'm just gonna stick with this. This seems like a pretty good setup here. I'm just gonna stick with it and go through the chapter, and we'll go through the side quest. So you got put against the number 1 your server. You managed to get a draw. Oh, that's good. Was that draw from using the Dragon Matari team? Because that's where I see a lot of draws when people use Dragon Matari and they have the black dragon like face off against each other. But that's pretty impressive if you're able to go up against the number 1 and get a draw. So so like you say you got paired with your number 1 as if that's a really bad thing. Like are you like number 2 on the on the server? Oh, then all losses. Yeah. For me, I got 1 win, which made me happy. I got 3 points. Alright, story hero deployed, and the creature you thought was crack hack must be really that fairy dragon. She's been using different identities to confound us. She wants us to stop from slaying. She wants to stop us from slaying dragons. The fairy dragon. Slippery. Tricky little dragon. So you actually was Astral versus Astral, both at 2 stars. Okay, I see. Yeah, Astral at 4 stars is going to be really, really strong. So I'm working my way towards getting my Astral to 4 stars now. My Astral is currently at 3 stars, but I had to use all of my universal tokens for my Dragon Matari, and so I am short on my universal tokens for now, but I think it's going to be really strong at 4 stars. It's well worth it, I think. It's it's one of those heroes that if you get the units to go with it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me think about it. So my Astral team isn't doing that well with Drakon. Let's change this up, because I mean I could probably just go through it and then come back with another team, but I want to do this with a proper. I want to do it with Drakon to get my 3 stars. So let's go ahead and change this up. All right, so let's go ahead and change this a little bit, and I think what we need to do is probably switch this out. We'll put Angel in there, we'll take this out, and then we will put you in. Okay, and probably don't need you. What I will do is I'll put this guy here, and I need 1 more, and that is going to be, I guess I'll probably put you in here and switch the formation to this. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, that seems okay. Did I pick up Zeron? No. So I ended up not going after Zeron, although I was really tempted. I was really tempted to get Zeron, but I thought that for me, I have so many heroes that I sort of had to work on, and I feel like if I go after Zeron again, that's 3 heroes which I have to focus on, and that's just a lot of units that I need to basically just a lot of effort and a lot of resources I need to spend. And so I hope that it will come out again later on. I saw a lot of like really high-powered people on our server getting Zeron, and their Infernal is really ridiculous. Like my Infernal is okay, but it's not that strong. Like I don't have a very strong Devil, but I do have a pretty strong. Magog and also Sultan of Freedy. All right, let's see. Finally, I made it, but why do I feel nothing but pain? No feeling of glory or pride, only the weight of guilt and frustration. For killing a dragon. Are you a dragon slayer now or a butcher? Oh, deep. What? You're not dead. I thought that was nothing but an illusion. So the fairy dragon is all about illusions here, right? If that dragon slayer wishes to fulfill her wish, tell her to come in person. I see that fulfilling your mother's wish is not what you want out of this life. Every soul is unique, so are their goals. You feel guilt because you do not feel as she does. You're right, I acted to make my mother happy. Oh, this is like a long story. But I do not care for vanity or for living up to her unbalanced expectations. I have walked a wrong path long enough. From this moment on, I tried to scroll up and it didn't. From this moment on, I will what? I missed it. All right, let's go ahead and claim Drakon. Yay. Drakon 1 star. So I don't think there's any other way to get Drakon tokens right now. So except for universal tokens. So this is going to sit on 1 star for a long time. I got a lot of heroes to go after. All right, let's go ahead and make sure that we clear up all of these things. All right, how we can get some gems first. So Genie's chest, let's go ahead and defeat Genie. They should be relatively easy, I think, I hope. All right, now we've got, I'm going to go ahead and use my Dragon Mutare team now to finish this off. So this is my setup. And so what we'll do is we will go here, formation, rosters correct. Let's go. So the team that I am actively working on right now is the Dragon Mutare team. I did get Medusa when it came out. It's just sitting there at 3 stars though. But because I'm already working on Dragon Mutare, so it makes sense that I'm going to be working on the dungeon build. And so I picked up Medusa just so that I can potentially also help out with help the Sephiroth build, although I haven't really used her much. I got Sephiroth to 4 stars pretty quickly, although I haven't really used her since I first got her. Right now I'm just focusing on building up the team for Dragon Mutare. But the funny thing about using Dragon Mutare is that I don't really use the full dungeon build for it, but rather I focus on more of my caster units. I'm surprised I couldn't actually do this within the minutes either. So that Genie was actually relatively strong. So let's go ahead and get the chest. There's 100 gems right there, and we can also get our Harpy. Get 30 token Harpies. That's good. We'll be able to level her a little bit. So let's check out the Naga Queen. I have this I have this feeling that it's going to be really difficult. So let's go ahead and put this here. Probably have you here. I'll put the green dragon in the same lane so that I could deal a little bit more damage with the poison. I wonder if this is going to be like the bone dragon of chapter 23. We'll see. Let's take a look. Okay, well, we'll have to reduce. I mean, like, so based on this, I probably it's not too bad, right? I probably will have to come back with the stunning approach again, where you stun. We basically keep your single unit in like a permanent stun, right? But I might be able to pull it off. I think the damage that I'm dealing is a little bit slow. Yeah, it's starting to rip through my my defense here. Okay, so yeah, so I think this is basically the I didn't put in my war machines either. Okay, so I need to remember to put in the war machines. I guess this is kind of like the bone dragon, so the Naga is gonna be difficult to take out. Hey Westwell, how's it going? You took out the bone dragon? Congratulations. Must have taken it took a while, eh? It took a while for you to get there. I just haven't tried. Now that I'm back to playing the chapters again, I was thinking, okay, well let's give that a shot. This is not going good. All right, so let's quit out here. I'm going to try once more, this time with my my war machines properly set up. Oh, I can't use war machines. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some other side quests first. There are other side quests I can do. I don't need to do that one. So we're gonna go ahead and grab our factory. We'll go ahead and do all of these other things, and then we'll come back for the Naga afterwards. Oh, so you had a hard time with Naga. Your issue was running out of time, and then you finally did it with the dragon build. Did you get it through with Sephiroth? Is that how you managed to get past the get past Naga? Was Medusa as good as you hoped she would be? I'm curious. For your Sephiroth build, like, did you notice a significant difference in your damage output? Like, I know that you had it in the mercenaries for me to try out, but I don't have a good team otherwise, and I don't really notice it, so I was kind of curious. Took a long time. Or are you saying you use a dungeon build to take out the Bone Dragon? In any case, dungeon build, I think is a really strong build, actually. A really strong meta. Although I feel like Astral, the tower teams, are still really, really strong. Like, all the strong Astral players on my server, I can't get past them. Okay, so let's go ahead and battle Gargoyle. Okay. Probably do something like this. I was just on the other stream for the game earlier, and did you notice I got a new hat? So this hat is actually available in my merch store. I actually have a merch store. Can you believe that? Anyways, it's through Streamlabs, and it's actually pretty nice. I like it. I like it quite a bit. And so if you want it, let me know. I can hook you up with the link to it. So this is okay. So this Challenger. I guess what I need is keep it. Okay, so it's 85%. So we can do that. I think the one at chapter 24 or 23 or 22. I think it requires you to be at 10%, and so the trick here is to not use. I don't use my skeletons, right? Because when your skeletons die, it counts towards that that health. It counts against you. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you end up losing your skeletons, then you increase your chances of not getting the S ranking. And you also need to do this fast enough, and which I am not. Oh man, this is... So, the thing with the Iron Golems is they could tank. They could really tank a lot of hits. And so, I needed to do this, I think... For sure 85% health. I'm not sure there's also a requirement for it being within a second, because I just failed. That took too long, and there's also the giant to deal with. Although I'm like 100% health though, so we'll see. Like over a minute, and that is going to give me C grade. I'm gonna have to come back. I have to come back for this. That's not very good. I thought I would have gone a little bit faster than that. All right, so here is also Shrine Guardian. I hope that if I defeat her, I get more of the Archmage tokens. We'll see. All right, did I put the green? You know what? I should have put the Thunderbird in the third row here. So that was my mistake. Okay, we'll get rid of the genie so they can stop the heal. The one thing I haven't done, I need to refresh my mastery for my Dragon Matari so that my fire spells cooldown is increased. Right now it's still really slow, but I have not been able to get the fire mastery one for her battle skill, for her mastery. So I need to keep trying. And then I need to unlock her 5th spell. I finally got it to 4 stars, so now I need to get the 5th spell in there so that I can strengthen this build a little bit more. All right, we'll get this. I think we'll get this. Yes, this is the one I always run out on. And now we got the hidden reward and Naga Queen, and then the Queen's chest. Yeah. So where's the hidden reward? Let's take a look here. There's 2 hidden treasures. So let's take a look. You can usually find them like, in the legs or something. And what is this? So here for the legendary frozen chest. Well, people say it was left in a snow field somewhere. So snow field. Is it in the water here? I don't see it in the water. I don't see it here either. Let's go take a look on the left side. I don't see it in the water. Huh. I'm not seeing it. I mean, like, there's that one behind Naga, but I don't think that's it. Is it here? Nope. Where is the treasure? Snowfield. Oh, here's one. I think here it is. So next to the tree, there's a big boulder here. There is a treasure right over there. I think that's it. No? Is it here? Oh, I thought that was it. Because I thought that that was the outline of a treasure box. So it's supposed to be in the snowfield. But I'm not seeing it. Alright, let's try this again. So earlier I kind of went around the outside. So this time I'm going to go... I'm going to go through all of the... Here. Nope, not in here. Can't find this treasure here. Not on this side. Not on this side. This is actually really well hidden this time around. I cannot find it. Why do I not see it? I don't see the treasure here. It's in a snowfield, right? That's what she said. She said it's in a snowfield. It was left in the snowfield, so it's not going to be in the water. Okay. I mean, it's all snowfield here. It's going to be somewhere in the middle, I bet. Somewhere in the middle, maybe where there's trees. Hiding behind the trees, a bush somewhere, maybe. Dude, this is... Cannot find it. There it is. Gosh. It doesn't even look like a chest. It's just a tiny little puff of snow. So there, we found that hidden treasure. And now it's just Naga Queen and Queen's chest. I could give this a try. I feel like this is one where I need more stuns, right? And so I guess let's go ahead and use this, and then we need to stun. We need to stun this more. Okay, so we need stunners. Then what I'm gonna do is let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. I could probably keep these. Probably keep these two up top to tank, and then probably you to stun as well. And I need DPS though, so I need some DPS. So probably not her. I will probably use. I'll probably go ahead with this, and I'll probably use my Thunderbird. So we use Thunderbird, and let's give this a try now. Let's make sure we have the right formation. Let's give it a shot. You couldn't see it? Yeah, I finally found it. It doesn't even look like a chest. It didn't even look like a chest, but we got it. All right, so the goal now is to stun, and I'm not sure if we better to it would be better to use I could use chargers as well. That's another way to stun. All right, but let's see how we do here. I guess I'm not really going against a single unit, so I'm not sure that Gremlin is really going to be doing as well as I would like it to. Okay, so this is not... I mean, I'm doing more damage though with Solmir. So not quite doing as well as I thought I would, but also doing a little bit more damage than I expected. Alright, so let's see if we can just nuke it down, right? Let's just tank it. Let's just make sure we tank it with our Black Dragon and our Azure Dragon. It's it's her dance that's really insane. Okay, so that's not gonna work. I could try a charger approach, because I could try and nuke it, but I couldn't survive quite long enough. All right, so let's try a charger approach, because I don't think it had quite as much health as like the Bone Dragon. So let's try this now. So I think we could probably get this. I think we can. And what I want to do, I think I want to keep one unit behind to deal some more damage, and that's probably going to be my Thunderbird. So we'll have this, we'll have you here, and this one, Harpy. Where is? Come on. I'm always having a hard time finding my charger units. Here you are. And one last one. There you go. Formation wise, no, I don't have the charging formation. And then for heroes, I guess what I'll do is I will put in Moloch. Let's give this a shot. You spent an hour on the phone with a cable company. Oh yeah, I feel you. I can definitely feel that frustration there. Okay, so here's where we're gonna use our time stop as much as we can. Are we dealing any damage to it at all though? Doesn't look like we are we? Not quite as much damage as I thought we would, and the Naga's not getting stunned nearly as much as I thought it would. So I guess is it not quite the same as like a single unit attack? But let's see. If I have more of my scroll, if I put more of my scrolls into time stop, I could literally have the unit be time stopped the entire time. Almost the entire time, and then like by the time the cooldown finishes, I could cast it again. So I think that's cool. Yeah, this is not. I don't quite have the DPS for it, which is such a shame. So this is 2 chapters now where I couldn't get the final rewards because there's that one unit which I couldn't take down. Yeah, there's not enough DPS that I'm dealing. So with Solmir, it worked out best, but my problem is that I didn't survive long enough. And so let's go back to Solmir. Let's go back to using Solmir again. Oh, you know, maybe if I use Solmir, I need to bring in maybe a healer of some sort, right? So what I need is tanks. I need tanks to tank while I deal damage using nuke. And so it's going to be 1, 2, let's get the Black Dragon in here. Okay. And then I need my Genie to heal. Maybe what I'll do is I'll have Genie and also Monk to heal. And then I'm just going to focus on, I can do that, and then maybe a revive with Angel. If I wanted to put Angel in here, I want to make sure it doesn't get attacked, and so probably I'll put her down here. I'll put him down here. Okay, so let's see. No, you know, I should probably have the Angel in the same line as my Monk. Do I like this? Let's give this a shot. So this is all about surviving. This is all about surviving while nuking it down. So Westworld, they build you for pay-per-view when there's no pay-per-view, and they couldn't understand why you're upset. Oh dear. I haven't had the best luck talking to customer support for cable companies either. So I feel you. I feel your frustration. You did it with Sephiroth Medusa combo, as you can keep her petrified while the melee units kind of keep bashing away. Yeah, you have to like stop her somehow. It's like I thought I could probably just kind of maintain a heal with my genie and monk combination, but it doesn't seem to be working as well as I imagined it would. But I need to do Magic Awakening on my genie so that she can heal more. What would keep nuking down? I mean, like, I'm dealing good damage, right? I'm dealing good damage with Solmir. I think my mistake earlier was that I wasn't using my Magic Awakening on Genie. Let's try it one more time. I think I could probably do this. I think I can. So, I thought that this was gonna help, but it didn't seem like it. So let's go ahead and change that. Let's go ahead and move this card down here. And let's try one more time. Maybe it would help if I put in Ice Elemental, I think. Okay, so I'm going to be using Magic Awakening on Genie so that I can increase, with the Magic Awakening, increase her healing ability, and then just continue to nuke down if I can. Okay, so looks like I'm surviving a little bit better. Right, it really actually makes a difference. So like if your secondary spell that boosts, you want to definitely use her on Genie. If you're using a healing build, you definitely want to do that. All right, so let's go again, Magic Awakening. So yeah, so now my units are actually surviving a lot better. I think this could potentially work. Let's hope for the best. Keeping my fingers crossed here. All right, come on. Yeah, so like they just keep healing, and then with my Ogre Mage, increasing the heal, so radius. Oh, I lost my Angel though. That's okay. Okay, so the question is whether or not I'll have enough time to take it down. So I'm less than half now, with more than a minute left. I think as long as my units hold up, as long as they can survive, I think I can do this. But the key here is my tank has to survive. Come on. Okay, so my Ogre Mage is doing well. Black Dragon is doing well. Let's go ahead and heal. I lost my oh my gosh. No. Just down to the Azure Dragon now. You need to hold the line. Why does her spell go so fast? Like she's activating her Blade Dance like almost immediately. We had that. Yeah, we had that. So let's see. You had a recurring monthly subscription to Ultimate Fighting Championship. Cable company says the subscription is still chargeable unless you cancel the auto payment. That sucks. So let's see. I think one thing I could do is maybe I could help out by... I mean, like, my Efreet Sultan did a lot of damage, but ultimately it's my spells, right? So I did 29 million, but I think the spell did the most. So I could probably exchange Efreet Sultan for Ice Elemental. I think if I can do that, then maybe that'll give me a little bit more, because I can't stun, because that only works against single. But I think if I use Water Elemental, Ice Elemental, I could probably freeze. And also gives me increased mana. It's going to be close for sure. And so I also switched it up a little bit so that my Genie and my Monk are in the same line as the Naga, so that hopefully what that means is they will heal a little bit better. We'll see. We'll see if that makes a difference at all. And I'm hoping that my Ice Elemental would help me in freezing them. Okay, if you can help with the freeze, that would be appreciated. Thank you. I'm not sure if the air elemental does anything, to be honest with you. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, it just feels like her blade dance is just like getting triggered every like few seconds. Good. So we froze her there, so that's good. Minute 46. We're definitely dealing less damage because I took out a free Sultan. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. If I can survive, if my units can survive, it's going to come down to the wire for sure. So it's gonna be. I have to make sure that my spell activation is on point. I have to make sure it's on point so that I don't. Good. Freeze her again. Minute 10. Okay. It's gonna be super close, man. Super close. My units are surviving. I think, you know, holding them down with the ice elemental has been helpful. 50 seconds. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh my gosh. So this is a healing build. Not that I'm not sure that's a thing, but I like it. So it's not quite. This is just like using Soul Mirror to nuke. Like, it's been so long since I've used Soul Mirror. It feels kind of nice actually to kind of get some use out of him again. Oh my gosh, 13 seconds. Come on, guys. 9 seconds. Oh my gosh, I'll be so. No, no, no. Okay, we survived that, but we. I think I need to take out Angel and. What do I take out? Do I dare take out Ancient Behemoth? So with Ice Elemental in there is what really helped. Thunderbird did a lot of work, but I also needed that. Black Dragon did a ton of damage too, so Black Dragon has to stay. Genie, so Monk didn't heal nearly as much as I thought it would, huh? It's all Genie, huh? Okay, so let's try one thing. So let's try taking out the Monk and see if that makes a difference here. So take out the Monk and put in Sultan here, right? We'll see. We'll see if the heal ends up not being enough. That was so close. So it happened to you 6 times before you won. Yeah. So like this is close enough that I want to keep going. I want to keep trying and make sure that I could get this. If it's like unlike the Bone Dragon, I basically just kind of gave up because it was just ridiculously hard. Okay, so let's keep going here. I'm not sure if putting in Air Elemental really helps. Like it just kind of wastes mana, I think. So I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to. Yeah, so I can see just like how much more damage I'm dealing with a Free Sultan in there. Because like I'm definitely dealing damage much faster. The key here is whether or not Genie is going to be able to sustain the heal for everybody here. It felt like Monk didn't do that much, huh? Because I took a look at the heal. It didn't feel like it healed nearly as much as Genie did. If that's the case, then I guess I won't really need him after all. Okay, so minute 46. We're down below the halfway point. We're a little bit. We're on a bit better. Like we're a little bit better on pace this time. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna continue to chain lightning down, and the key here is to put the air wall, wind wall on Genie, so that she gets her magic awakening and increases her healing ability. I'm close to getting her to 5 stars now. I'm actively working on getting her to 6 stars if I can. Okay, 55 seconds. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. 46, 45. 40 seconds remaining. Oh, it's going to come down to the wire once again. For sure, it's going to come down to the wire. Oh my gosh. Come on! I'm supposed to be dealing more damage now because I have a free Sultan in here. 14 seconds, 13 seconds. Come on, guys. Oh my gosh, my chain lightning. No! Oh my god. Put the air elementals behind her. So like, okay, a Free Sultan, Thunderbird did a lot of work there. Black Dragon did a lot of work. I'm trying to see if there's anything that I need to do differently. Angel this time around did less damage because I didn't have Monk behind him. So Angel isn't so Angel isn't really needed for so Angel isn't really needed because I don't need to revive. So I think I need to take out Angel. I need to put in it's like it's so aggro, right? I think I need to put in another unit that can get me a lot of. I think I need this. So what I need to do is I need another unit that can get me a lot of DPS, and I'm trying to think. I think Gog is going to do that for me. Okay, and so let's make sure we got everything settled and square here. Let's put Thunderbird in the same line as. So we'll put Thunderbird in the same line as Naga, so that the spell also deals some damage. We put Sultan in the same line for the reflect. I think that's probably better. All right. Let's do this. And I guess I can probably put... So if I put Naga there, it kind of distracts him a little bit. So again... Chain Lightning is doing work here. Am I doing better damage-wise? So without Angel there, I guess the question is whether or not Magog does the same amount of damage. Like I'm thinking like DPS, like, you know, like amount of damage I can deal, like, because I'm just missing by a little bit. All I'm doing, like, all I need is a little bit more damage output, because I think my survivability is there with with Genie. So it's about the amount of damage I can deal now, and I'm not getting quite enough out of my Angel, right? So the difference maker here could be Magog. We'll see. Because Magog usually, whenever I have her in the lineup, she usually is one of the highest damage dealers too. So let's hope that's the case. Although it feels like I'm actually not on pace. It feels like I'm doing less damage. It feels like I'm slower, doesn't it, compared to last time? I feel like I was a lot further ahead at the minute 20 mark compared to now. So let's see. Yeah, so with a minute left, I feel like this is actually going slower. It feels like I'm dealing damage slower than the last round. Okay, come on. 34 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna stop using the wind wall at this point because I don't think I need it anymore. Now I'm just gonna focus on using my chain lightning as fast as I can. I think I can get another shot off. Okay, so this one is gonna come down to the wire, but I will have more time here to cast my spells. Come on, let this be enough. 2 seconds remaining. We did it, and Magog is MVP. Woo! Ask T-Bone why he isn't using Zappy with Solmir. You know, that's a very good question. I haven't played Solmir for so long that I just forgot about him. It was like my favorite combination too. Yeah, if I had used Storm Elemental, I would have had more mana and everything. But eventually I won, so Magog was the... Look at the amount of damage Magog did. Holy crap. Compared to Efreet Sultan, Thunderbird, all of these units. So I guess Solmir Soulmere would work if so. Genie works so much better than Monk. And what would I take out? What would I take out instead of? I guess probably I would take out Ice Elemental. I would put in Storm Elemental instead of Ice Elemental. Probably would have been better. Oh man, yeah. So Mount Fillmore, sorry I don't have. Sorry, apologize that I don't have the chat window open here. I'll set it up for next time. But here you go. We got our chest. So let's see what we get here, and that gets us 10 of the stone gargoyle, and we get 300 gems and 10 orcs. Ooh, all right. So that was good. Now I'm gonna go back and try my hand at the bone dragon for a second, just to see if I can do any better, right? And so with bone dragon, now I have to switch this up, right? So I need to keep my ice elemental. I guess I could probably switch this up, and then I need to put in... I need to do this. I'm not sure that I need stun. I need units that can stun, right? So I need to have stun. Stun. Probably I'll think about Archmage. Let's try this and see if we can do how much we can do here. So I've tried against Bone Dragon. I've tried the Charger method. Doesn't work. I probably should I might just want to use Galu instead, but I'm not sure if my Soulmere build would be okay here. Let's see how much damage you can do, I guess. Right. Not gonna deal as much damage because I don't have a lot of the high damaging units I have against Naga. And so that's gonna be a problem, but I just kinda wanted to see how viable this build is. Okay. And so a bunch of air elemental to kind of distract. I'm actually doing okay here. Not quite as much though. Like I need to be at the halfway mark by the time it gets to a minute and a half. I'm not anywhere near there, so I don't think it's going to be enough damage output here. But I do want to see how much damage my units are dealing, so I can make adjustments. It's like I may not need. Maybe I do. Like I was thinking, maybe I don't need Gremlin, but I think Gremlin is the reason why the Bone Dragon isn't killing the rest of my team. Or it could be that it's my Psychic Elemental that's doing that, so I don't know. But yeah, there's definitely not enough DPS. Definitely not enough PvP. But, so the goal here, like I really just wanted to play through the chapter 24 and take a look and see if I can do any better against Bone Dragon, and clearly I can't. I need to come up with a different team, but we'll see. But tomorrow I plan to stream the experience with NA7 versus NA3. So Skylinks is in that server. I already reached out to him to say good luck. I think he's like one of the top 10 players in that server. So I will most likely try an attack against him just for fun, just so we can see. It'll be the first opportunity I have to actually see his team and sort of play against his team, so it'll be fun. So check back tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming that for sure. Air elementals are handy for siege battles. You drop them behind walls. They're like paratroopers. Yeah, I see a lot of people use that, and I see a lot of people using them with Soulmere, so I think it's like a good combo there. Okay, so that didn't work out. So I guess I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. And so things I'm looking forward to tomorrow, I'm looking forward to awakening my Naga. And also it's going to be the Naga altar tower. So I've been saving up my gems, so I'm going to be using that. I'm going to be using that for tomorrow. I'm going to be doing some pulls here. Let's see. So I got some units here. Let me see which ones I got. I guess I can upgrade the potential. So here's where things are at right now with me. I'm still trying to get some of my units leveled up, but it's kind of slow going, so level Magog. I'm slowly getting my my stars for Ogre Mage, but it's gonna take a while because I don't want to use the tokens in the marketplace to refresh like in here. I'm gonna purchase it, but I don't really want to spend 200 to refresh because I don't have a ton, and I'm going to get the Minotaur as well. I think I can awake. I think I can actually level that. Let's see. We can add up the rank potential there. So we got. I finally just got my Pit Fiend to 6 stars. That took a long time. I think, which one was it I got a ton of? Oh, I got more Harpy, so I can upgrade my Harpy. I can upgrade my Minotaur, so it's getting there. 5 stars now, so it's getting closer. Where's my Harpy? There she is. And almost 6 stars, so I just need 56 more tokens, and I'll be able to get that to 6 stars. I'm looking forward to it. Naga, looking forward to the awakening. Oh my gosh, you can be awakened now. So like Sharp Blade Dance, the damage increased to 200%. So as if like she already needs more. And then you can also increase the attack speed and life drain by 30 seconds. I feel like this is gonna be better, right? Sharp Blade Dance, that's gonna deal more damage. Crazy Blade Queen's crit hit and crit damage offers a bonus for Naga, increase the effect to 200%. Bonus effect increases 150% of this previous skill effect. Magic Awakening grants 30% damage. Oh my gosh, with an Astral build. And 3-second spell immunity. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to trying to get her to at least 5 stars. I think that will be really, really helpful. So I'm going to hope for the best and hope for a couple of miracle pulls, and we'll see what happens. And so that's probably going to be it for me. I'm going to take a little break. I've been streaming for a couple hours now, not just this one, but I also streamed the other game. And so I'm going to probably sign off for today. I'm probably just going to go and sweep the rest. I will give you a quick update though. I did manage to get my Trial of Angels at 16. I was able to pass 16-2 and 16-3. I'll be taking my time going through 16-4 and 17 so forth. So Westwood, don't neglect the Pit Fiend. Treat her with love and she'll love me back. I try. I have not been able to get her her tokens very much, and so it's been slow. Like I got some really quick and some are really, really slow. The ones I'm actively building are the slowest, of course. So like I still don't even have my, look at this. I still don't even have my Iron Golem at 6 stars. But I'm getting there, getting close. So just 25 more shards and I'm there, right? So taking my time, taking it slowly one day at a time. And then so, man, it's been like a couple of weeks since I last streamed. So happy to be back streaming again. I think I'm gonna do a regular Wednesday streams because Wednesday is the start of the arena, right? The Kingdom Arena. So I think that's gonna be a good time for us to do streams here. We can play through the arena. We can go through the other game modes also. So glad you guys are joining me here. Check back next week or maybe this weekend if I come back with more content. But thanks a lot for your time. I'm gonna sign off for now. Thanks very much, guys. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.